Here is the introduction of ERP. I hope you people were aware of this ERP, enterprise resource planning. Like
Yes.
for any organization, there will be enterprise resource planning. Nothing but we will call it as a sort of system or the process or the way of this chain, the business which we run with respect to all the departments of integration and all, which is nothing but enterprise resource planning, like how we plan the working style, and how will we prepare the system to run with respect to the all departments, and how each and every department is interlinked with the other, how the operations will goes on all together. We will call it as enterprise and resource planning. And coming to software, especially how it was implemented with SAP, we will see now. Here is this picture. You can see how the ERP system was can be established in a software company, like by integrating all the departments together. How the function will goes on, like this finance or human resource or sales, or how the manufacturing will goes on, and what about the material planning, and then quality and all. The chain you can observe clearly in this picture. And coming to SAP R3, nothing but the architecture for a project to get start, especially with SAP R3 Business Suite. Uh, this will be the three-tier architecture system uh, with presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. Database layer, like which where we could have all the applications and files and the data, nothing but the storage of data, where we have the database. uh, Coming to SAP, there will be Java systems and ABAP systems. All together, the applications we will have in the database server, especially, like mostly you will see nowadays in all the companies, like see, for example, if with my experience, uh, in our SAP project, mostly there are ABAP systems. java i- Java systems were used very before, but now ABAP systems were they were all using the ABAP systems for the better use. Why? Because ABAP, as ABAP is part of SAP, so everyone is preferring the ABAP systems. And coming to presentation layer, it contains SAP GUI, which we have discussed before, the graphical user interface. And this layer will be the primary, like the outer core, which the users can be use this presentation layer for the communication, like whatever they want to communicate, or whatever they want to give the information. The presentation layer uh, uh, will be in front, so that the users can use as this presentation layer for the communication. Whatever we give the input, we will give in the presentation layer, and then it will be carried forward by application server, and then to database server. Once in the database server, the function is done, then we will get back to the presentation layer again. Yeah, you can see here the presentation layer. Whatever we will give the input, whatever we need the data, the initial input we will give in presentation layer. Then in this through this application layer, there will be a lot of work processes. You can see here message server and SAP GUI, the logon pad, the gateway, dispatcher. Whatever we give the input, the work goes on with respect to like, for example, if we want to uh, whatever the work process which we give the input in presentation layer, if it has to be go to message server, then it will go to message server through SAP GUI. Like that way, whatever we give the input, uh, it will goes into with respect to the work process, whatever we have all these work process in this application layer. And in the database layer, the files and all the systems will be Presentation layer communicates with application server to perform all the processing, and which is known as brains of SAP system. As I mentioned before, presentation layer will be at the front part, where the users can give the input, and the bottom layer is a database layer. Yeah, and this is responsible to store all the data. Nothing but the database is nothing but to store the data, and the presentation layer consists of different components for ABAP and Java that enables the communication and processing of the data in SAP system. Like uh, SAP instance. Have you heard about this word instance?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
In SAP or in general?
SAP.
In general,
In general, okay.
uh,
Uh-huh.
we have heard about instances,
Can you tell me what is in general? Like what is instance?
an application can have multiple instances running on the same server or in the same environment. So, for example, let's say I have an ERP X where it has its own set of users and set of rules and policies configured in that application. And on the same server, in the same environment, there is another instance which has another set of rules and policies and other user details configured. So a user from one instance generally is not allowed to log into another instance. So the instances are separate with its own set of configuration of master data.
Okay. Here, like coming to SAP technically, it has some memory and work processes, and all together, it is called as instance. Like there will be several types of instances, like a central instance or database instance. What is instance? Like what is instant? Nothing but like the some work processes and some memory, some files all together. It will be an instance. Okay, sorry, I can't give an example for this. What maybe he's right.
Because he said the instance means in, so for example, production, quality, and development. So he said for production you will have one instance number, quality you will have one instance number, development you have one instance number, right? So this is how he said, right? Not in the same
Okay,
application,
okay.
right?
Got it. Okay, then instance number. Yes, we will have instance number with two digit.
These three, he said, are actually SAP landscapes.
Landscape, yeah,
These
correct.
three, yes, of course. Just a second.
Yeah, landscape, yes.
Maybe.
So in one application we will have multiple instance, I think. Yes, correct.
Yeah. Coming to instance number, like nothing but the client number. We could say it as client number also. It will be like 00 to 99 in between. We can give the number. Like for example, if the end user, whatever, okay, let me continue with the example what he said. Like for example, if there is a company and some sales is going on and some finance is going on, and thereafter some how could I say, some service is going on and human resources and all, there will be an instance. For example, if finance people, they want to enter something and they want to see some data through their instances, we will give a client number like 01 or 25 or 63, whatever the number, from 00 to 99 we can give in between. Is it clear? I hope so.
Yeah, clear. Yeah, it's okay. Please go.
Yeah. Like for example, we will give the SID number and SAP system number and the host name. Okay, so in that way, the instance number will be given as any two-digit number, like 00, from 00 to 99 in between.
So in the same application, you can use multiple instance number, is it?
Yes.
So 00 and 01 can be with one application system itself.
Yes.
Okay. With a different access, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is what you said before, like development, quality, and production, like nothing but the landscape, how it would be developed, whatever may be the landscape, and how many with how many systems you will establish your landscape as per the client requirement. But any for every SAP system, there will be that three layers, like you can see here, the production, quality, and development. Like initially it will be the single system. Before, very long before, not now, the quality, production and development both were in the same system. And then after it was developed as two type system, like production in one and quality and development in one system. Now it is three system. Almost every companies were using this three system landscape. Quality, production and development both were in three are different systems. Why? Because initially it will be very difficult in this single tier system. Like production, quality and development all are in same system. So whether if client wants to log in, he have to log in with the same within the same system. And if some end user want to log in, he have to be within the same system. And if the support, if all the people who want to log in, and if someone want to access, the only way will be the system. And then after it was established and it was converted into two system. Even it is difficult, then after it was evolved as three system. Now three system, which is quite better. Why? Because even if something changes want to do, like for example, I want to do some changes in development, I no need to bother about production and quality. I will just down the development system, and then after I will do the changes whatever I want, and then I will up the system again. And if something went wrong, whatever the changes I have gave, the development system may get trouble, but not the quality and production. So that's the reason why three system was very successful. And nowadays, whatever in almost all the companies, they are using three system landscape. And it was a recent addition. Like there is four system landscape, like development, quality, pre-production and production, which is much more secure and much more better. Like if something fault will happen, it will be in pre-production in worst conditions, but the production server may not get disturbance. So that's the reason the four system was established. But uh, not all the companies were ready to ready to migrate with this four system. Why? Because three system was much comfortable and better, not a how could I say, it's not really nothing tough or difficult. That everything is going everything is going good. So three system was the better landscape. Everyone will prefer this one. And
You mean to say individual hardware or virtual machines?
no, individual systems. Like for example, if there is SAP landscape, and if in the SAP landscape, just suppose that the ABAP systems were there, and SAP supply chain management and business warehouse and sales and distribution, production and planning, all these are the departments which are involved in a SAP project. Just for example, if you get into SCM, supply chain management, there will be three systems: production, quality and development. Got it?
Yeah.
Just
So basically, these three system landscapes are part of the SAP best practice for implementation, correct?
No. Just a second. Just give me a second. I will show you. Let me check any three system landscape.
No, these are what I'm asking is these are three different environments, but related, correct?
Yes, these are three environments. Like for example, whatever you go to the departments, any systems like supply chain management or sales or distribution or warehouse, whatever may be the department involved in this SAP project, like uh, every every stream has these three systems: productions, quality and development. Like for example,
So development is like a staging environment.
yeah, the very basic stage. Like if we want to do some changes, particularly like we will do in development. First of all, if everything goes well, then we will go to the quality and we will do the implementation again. And if it works out very well, then we will go to the production system.
Okay,
This
so
is what.
generally the implementation is done like this. So let's say, for example, if there is any new patch released or if there is any new functionality released, so the basis team will deploy this on the development environment,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And end users will carry out the testing, and if they give the go ahead, you move that to the quality environment, correct?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
And
And
then
it
it
goes
will be
on.
tested
Everything is
again.
goes well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it will go to the production.
Yes.
Understood. But let's say, for example, my production environment does not need quality environment and the development environment, right? For the functioning, I'm just asking for the to check whether any dependency is there of these two environment on these two environment by the production environment. So let's say if I switch off all the virtual machines of the quality environment and of the development environment, can my production application will still function and end users will be able to use it? And
Hmm.
two, I shut down and my
Okay.
production environment is up and running with HANA DB and all, and the application server, okay, production application. So my production environment will be okay. My end users will be able to access the SAP system and enter and fetch the information they need, correct?
Like into production.
No, what I'm asking you is I have three different environments, correct? Quality,
Okay.
dev, and production, which has their own SAP logins,
Okay.
correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
So if I shut down the quality environment and the development environment, like the virtual servers of the quality and development
Okay.
environment, and
Huh.
only keep my production virtual servers up and running, and now I'm not expecting for another month any security or any feature update. So if I keep just my production environment up and running, will it allow my end users to use the SAP system without any impact whatsoever?
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes.
It will have no impact, correct?
Yeah. But they cannot enter into this quality and development as it was
That's
down.
okay. That's okay. That's okay because
You are
quality and
asking about the
development is
production,
just,
right?
yeah, I'm just asking the production because
Yeah,
quality
yeah,
and
no issue,
development
no
is
issue. And
no
that's
issue.
why we will do the changes. That's why this three system was established actually. If we want to do
Correct.
something in production and not about quality and development, we will down the production, and quality and development we can use as usual. That's why this was successful.
Okay, okay. So there are instances in your experience where quality environment was made a production environment because production environment generated some issues.
No, 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 never, never, never,
Never.
never
Okay,
ever
so
we
production is always
cannot.
a
Uh,
production.
no, no. Actually, if something went wrong in the production server, they will they will down it, and they will take a very critical time, particularly like in the non-business hours. Let's say they will down the system, and they will do the changes very instantly. But we should be very sharp in that. Like for example, when I was in my current company, when I was a new joinee, like the production was down. We can't we it was the regular scenario, and the client asked us to do the version upgrade. I hope you know, like SAP
Yeah, yeah.
ECC, which is the business suite, which what we are having, like at the time SAP ECC 6.0. So the production server was getting trouble multiple times, and the client need to upgrade the version upgrade SAP ECC 6.0 to SAP ECC 7.0. This is what the client requirement, and the production was made down, and I hope within a week, I hope so. Uh, like the implementation was done, and this all the production server, whatever we have the data, they made a backup to the other quality system. The quality system was rebuilt just for this 7 days alternation.
Which was being used as a production environment.
Yes, yes, just for the instance, just
7 days.
for
Yeah.
temporary purpose for 7 days, and then
Correct.
after completing this implementation, the production server, the quality which was developed,
As a
uh,
production
all the
capability. Yeah.
data was transferred again, and then after they made all the checks, and or if everything goes well, then the production was up. So this will
Understood.
be, but this is a very very rare scenario. You can't even expect in your entire career.
Okay,
It
this is rare, but can be done if we want, actually,
but
correct?
can be done. It's totally the fate and the
Understood,
destiny.
understood.
If
So, and the third thing is, I just wanted to ask you. Okay, now you have this three tier overall landscape, which is dev and quality. So instead of dev, quality and production, why we don't have just dev and production, or quality and production? Because it will be the same, or whatever you want to test, you test on dev, and then if everything is okay, UAT is good enough, you move it to the production. Why you need quality? And same way, like for example, I mean, I'm just trying to ask, because in other ERP systems, in some places you have just the staging environment and the normal environment. You deploy everything on staging, the end user completes the UAT, and then you put it on the production. Why you need quality, or like why you need one more server? How
In
does it add additional protection to the system?
Yes. Quality development, where we develop whatever we need. Like, for example, some new T code was generated from the SAP or from whatever. We got a new T code to implement. We will develop we will develop the T code, and we will develop the respective files, and then we will transfer to quality. In quality, we will make the test whether everything is perfect or not. Quality is nothing but a trial part of production. Whatever we want to implement in production, we will do it everything in quality. Like, we will test. If something gets failed, then we will clear everything, and then we will start in development again from the scratch. Then after we will get into the quality. This is the purpose of quality. Without quality, you cannot transfer any data to the production. Why? Because test is mandatory for everything. Without test, you can't implement in production server.
But this testing cannot be done in development itself.
No. You can
Why?
see here in two systems, like quality and development is in one system.
No, but application is same or not? For example, in development, whatever the application, for example, application A, B, C, okay? Application A, application B, application C. Now, application A and B is same application, right? It's not different, right? Between quality and development. It will be the same, right?
Yes.
For example, what application we see? SAP, you have any application? Fiori, for example, Fiori. So Fiori application is there in dev. Fiori application is there in QA. Fiori application is there in production. All these applications are same, right? Or different? Different versions will be there. How it will be there? It is same, right?
Let me explain. See, there won't be anything like physical. Everything is virtual. For example, in development, if you implement something, if you develop something, then you want to make a cross check. Like if you go to the same T code, and you will check everything is going well or not. That's the test, nothing. And then you will implement into quality, and then after you will check once again whatever you have done as a process, same in development. The thing is, if you go to the production directly after 2 or 3 working days, you see something wrong, then you have to start from development again. That's why the landscape was developed from single system to 2 system to 3 system. Like, for example, as I said,
I agree that. Sorry to interrupt you. I agree that your point. It has to be tested, then it will be moved fine. But my point here is, why can't we do the testing in the development itself? Because the same thing is going to do there in the quality, right? So why do we need quality as like additional? Because as I understand, you said development. We are creating the development. We are doing the creation in development, right? Development means the same application, the changes we are implementing in the development. The same change only we are moving into the quality, right, for testing. So you mean to say in the development, while
the development will be done.
while preparing the changes in the development, are we not testing? It's a test, right? Because when you implement the changes in development, it's a test, right? You will test also, right? Or you will just only implement?
No, we will just develop whatever we want, and then after we will test in quality. Like, test is nothing but, see, for example, if there is the T code SM50 to check the local level work process, okay? Whatever the work process I have said before, we want to check SM50 is the T code. Like, for example, I have developed some work processes, okay, with respect to the end user request, and I have implemented in development. First of all, I will go to SM50. I will check about the new work process status. If everything is well, I can't implement in production. Why? Because as it is a new implementation, if maybe it would run better, but after 1 or 2 days, I saw something fluctuations in the production server. I can't take it easily. Why? Because it may disturb the entire production environment. So I will get into the quality, and I will see 1 or 2 days in quality, and then after I will go to production server.
But we cannot keep that in the development itself for those 1 or 2 days.
You can, but why should we take risk, as it is the most safest way? See,
Okay.
if you have done everything in development, for
So
example,
it's just for a
everything is good.
better
Yes,
process,
yes,
like a better
exactly.
procedures.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why it was evolved as single system to two to three. Even I have mentioned you the four system was also developed from SAP labs, but no company is ready to implement. Why? Because three system is much better, much safe. Like nothing is done. There is a
Got it.
pre-production also in the fourth system. Like I mean, the fourth step will be implemented into the production system. But yeah, as three system was quite safe and better, so no need of four system
Got it.
landscape.
Got it.
That's the
Thanks.
reason. If
Yes.
if
Continue.
later if later on maybe all the SAP basis consultant they want much more secure. So let's see. Every company will implement the four system landscape.
Got it. Got it.
How the
Thanks.
case will
Continue.
goes on. Who knows? Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Continue.
And I hope what is a SAP basis. I hope no need to explain this all, or shall I?
Just we need to understand this
Yep.
basis means what?
SAP basis means what? For example, administration. Nothing but to say in one word, SAP basis is administration. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
for
Because
example, nothing
uh,
but
before
integration.
you start, I'm just telling
Yep.
you because last time when we checked, they are saying there are different bases are there. So we
Different
got
basis.
confused actually last time. Like basis means there is a different team in the basis. Is it like that?
Different team in basis.
Like installation team, security team?
It depends upon company to company. Of course, security, which is like how could I say, it is a brother of a basis. We can say that it's a neighbor, nothing but.
So basis means what all it covers.
Yeah, let me tell you. Like for example, just consider Nestle. I hope you know the company Nestle, the chocolate company.
Yes.
Yes, Nestle. Nestle, they want SAP support. For example, just think that I am a Nestle. Oh, it's okay. I want SAP support from your company, and I will consult you that, and I will explain you this is my business and how the business will goes on. I need your support. Then initially, you will consult your SAP basis team in your company, and you will discuss with them that Nestle company was consulted us for SAP support, and the business was the business goes on like this, and you will share all the details whatever the Nestle will share you. And then after SAP basis will sit on this project, and they will start working on landscape and architecture, how we want to design, what will be the departments and all. SAP basis is the core and heart of the SAP project, whatever it may be. Okay.
Okay.
SAP basis will act as a center core of the project, like the integration, for example. Can you see this? Not even this also. Just consider this is not the proper figure to show you what is the importance of SAP basis consultant, but still, as just suppose that this is SAP basis consultant, you will see here like for example, sales. Here you can see the distribution. Here you can see the manpower. Here you can see administration. Here you can see sales. Here you can see the spare parts. Here you can see the planning. Like all the departments, whatever we have in an organization, all will be functioned as basis, the central part, like the integration, the concurrent point, to say in
Okay.
one word. Got
Okay.
it?
Okay.
That is the importance of SAP basis administrator. Whatever you want to implement, whatever you want to do changes in a SAP project, the total work will goes with SAP basis consultant. Without SAP basis consultant, you can't even start SAP basis project. Like for example, even you have ABAP consultants, even you have HR consultants, even you have theory consultants. How like you have all the SAP basis consultant, but you need one SAP basis consultant to start the SAP project. Okay,
Okay.
just to set up the landscape, just to implement, just to install. In worst conditions, the SAP installation is nothing but basis work. Okay,
Okay.
as without installation you can't do any work. Okay, whether he is an ABAP consultant or HR consultant, everyone should have the SAP application first of all.
Mhm. Okay. Got it.
So this is the SAP basis work. And Coming to in-depth, SAP Basis consultant tasks were like installation, migration. Have you heard about migration?
Yes.
Migration, nothing but the data migration. Nowadays, the cloud is like booming, and the S4 HANA, the recent edition, where all the migrations were going on. Even we had S4 HANA migration in our BW, business warehouse in system. So, and then after
The company
version
where you
upgrade.
are working,
Yes,
Gaurav, the company where you are working, they are using SAP with ABAP or with HANA?
SAP ABAP or HANA? Sorry, I didn't understand. You were asking about the systems?
Yeah, systems.
ABAP systems, mostly ABAP systems.
BAP is a database, is it? Or HANA is it?
No, no,
HANA
no.
is the database, right?
HANA is
HANA is the
database and
database.
ABAP is
ABAP
the
systems, like the collective of files and the programs, what we have, what we do, all the systems were developed by ABAP, to say in one word.
Okay. So S4 is different, is it?
S4 HANA is nothing but the database. Like what nothing but it was the plan of SAP Labs actually. What they have done before like, see, for example, I have a company. I use like Windows OS, just for example, and I buy database from Oracle. Just think, and I am getting the application from SAP.
Okay.
By seeing all these situation in the society, SAP took a step that to why not we implement the database also. So that's why he tied with all database, and he said if anyone want to use the SAP application, they have to buy the database also. So that's why S4 HANA is the recent edition, and it is growing faster and faster. Why? Because all the companies have to be transferred to S4 HANA.
But you said ABAP means what? Then the application side, is it?
ABAP, it's a programming, it's a development part. That's a different story. Okay. I'm saying about the database and the application.
Okay.
Like, see, for example, if any system wants to run, we need to do some programming, right? In backend.
That
Coming
programming
to
is
SAP
ABAP.
Basis, it's an application support, and beyond that, behind the application, definitely the program would be developed.
Okay, so that is ABAP. ABAP is the language.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
language you can consider,
Got it.
but it's completely out of the boundary. We don't need to bother about.
Fine. Continue.
Just for the idea, I'm saying that, and here are some of the SAP Basis activities you can see. The security management and database management, monitoring, alerting, transport management, change, maintenance, backup, and restoring, and some more basis activities will be much longer. We can't even what is it? You can't even list out with the figure or
Understood. Okay.
like there will be refresh activity. Have you heard about refresh activity?
No.
Like nothing but to refresh from one system to other system. Like, for example, if by making refresh, like we would get to know some changes, or if anything going wrong, we could notice before. So for lots of purpose, we will do refresh. Nothing but to make the refresh entire system. Also, it is also a major part. And do you heard about this HANA upgrade?
No.
HANA
Never.
upgrade, which is very, like, it is one of the most crucial job responsibility. Each and every company is asking about HANA upgrade. If someone want to
HANA upgrade means
HANA version upgrade.
Database upgrade.
okay, version
upgrade.
Okay.
Yeah, and like user administration, to give the user user IDs and password. If we want to lock some users, we can do in user administration. And if we want to delete some users, and this is the user administration. And yeah, you asked before what are the departments, or someone asked before, I forgot.
Yeah, I asked
Departments.
what contains the basis, like what all the facts contains in the basis. That's what I asked.
Yeah, basis, no departments, no sub departments, or no subdivisions in the SAP Basis. almost in every company, SAP basis consultants are SAP basis consultants. That's it. Nothing any subdivision or nothing any segregation in depth. Like SAP securities, it's completely different. It's different. It's a different way. It's a different stream. Then SAP securities, like, have you heard about traces?
No.
Trace
Traces.
trace analysis. Like if some user is going on, if we want to track his path, we can track his path. That is the trace.
Okay.
And
Okay. Like what we do in SQL
yes,
trace. Yeah.
have you heard about GRC, SAP GRC?
We
No.
heard, but we don't know. GRC is some controls, right?
No, it's like SAP securities.
Is it? No.
Yeah. And and SAP security, it's a complete different way. SAP basis and SAP securities is completely different, but something correlated, like neighbors, we could say.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the brief about architecture and what is SAP basis consultant, and what else? Do you want to know something else about this basis consultant? What to do? What need to know? Anything else from your side?
So this SAP basis, so installation comes under which part, like maintenance, or which part installation is come? I'm not seeing any installation here, right?
Yeah, you cannot see here. As I said you before, there will be a lot of basis responsibilities for the basis consultant. So I cannot show you. If you want, I can share you the data also. Okay, I will give
That's
you.
So
what I'm
let's say, for
asking you.
example, let's say we want to deploy a new project in another company. Okay.
Okay.
So now you have to create these three landscapes. So now the company's server team has created the virtual servers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Of all three different landscapes: production, quality, and dev. So who will install like HANA software, HANA database, or who will install, let's say, ABAP, or who will install the SQL,
For example, before
SAP
going to
itself?
that, we want to install OS first of all, right? Any
Yes.
operating
Yes.
system, whether it is Windows or Linux or Unix, whatever.
So that
We will,
that admin team will install, right?
yes, admin team or networking, or there will be a separate OS team for that. They will take care of it. And then
Okay.
after, the database should be implemented, installed.
So who will implement database?
Database, there
We
will
will.
be a database separate team, separate database team will be there.
Okay.
Initially, it's not.
HANA database team, right?
Yeah, whether it is HANA or whether it is Oracle. See, for
Oracle.
example, if you want to implement S4 HANA, then obviously you have to implement the HANA. Or else if
Correct.
you want to implement like SAP
Oracle.
PI or SAP any other like this SAP application, you can go with Oracle.
So
Correct.
this database installation means, so it's not comes under basis part, is it?
No.
Then what is this database management you mentioned? That comes under
Database
basis part.
management. Like for example, you have to see the database buffers and you have to check that there will be the database monitoring. I hope I will take tomorrow. We will see the tomorrow in tomorrow session, the health checks. I hope you heard.
Yeah.
Health checks.
Health check, yes.
The database management, nothing but there will be some T codes, DB202, DB06, to check the calendar of the database and to check the buffer quality and to check the space, how the space is running on, and what about the quality, like and when the database was updated at last.
So
all these are the part of health checks.
This database management is not like you are creating the tables or you are deleting the tables.
No.
That's not coming
It's
under
totally
this
out
part.
of the boundary of SAP Basis Consultant. We don't need to worry.
So it's totally monitoring the database. Management,
Yes.
it refers like monitoring.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so database team will do the database installation, and then what?
Then after they will hand over to us, and then our work will start. Like
So
we will
do the
install
actual
SAP,
installation of the
SAP.
SAP software.
Sorry.
We will SAP Basis team will actually do the SAP software installation, correct?
Yes. We will go to the SAP Service Marketplace, and we will check with respect to the OS and database whatever installed, and with respect to that we will download the SAP license and SAP certificate, and
that you will show, right? How you download, like for example, if I am
yeah. I will give you. We will
show, right?
we will do it at last. Actually, initially we will
Okay.
cover all these
Queries.
all these like health checks and the user administration and the transport management and RFC connections. All these topics we will cover, and then at last we will we will get into the installation. Why? Because it's a very long run.